is starting to build once again as we near the final day of competition. Tomorrow, Sunday, October 15th at 4 o'clock in the Vergaderfabriek, the 4 finalist duos will present their final programs to the public and the jury. As they polish up their programs for tomorrow, the semi-finalist duos that did not advance to the finals have the chance to work with esteemed jury members, pianist Nino Gvetadze and mezzo-soprano Sophie Koch. Nino Gvetadze's masterclass will start in just a second, and later today at 3:30, mezzo-soprano Sophie Koch will have her masterclass. We are so excited to have these amazing musicians on the panel with us and to share their insights and wonderful expertise with the duos. So we're excited for the insight that they will bring today. Later tonight at 8:15, Franz Schubert's masterpiece Winterreise will be presented by President of the Jury baritone Bo Skovis and pianist Stefan Vladar. It's always an amazing night when we get to hear Winterreise, so we'll hope you'll join us for that as well. 8:15, set your event reminders right now. It's going to be wonderful. The first duo is ready to go, soprano Eleonora Hu and pianist Amy Chang. We hope you enjoy the masterclass.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, enthusiasts, excited people. Welcome to the museum again for the second masterclass. It's a great insight into seeing the working processes of our artists with our masters and members of our jury. So I'd like to welcome Nino Gvetadze, I apologize, and Eleanor Hu and Amy Chang. Thank you.
Hello, I'm so happy to see you here on stage and so much looking forward to listening to you. And thanks all of you for coming here and, well, enjoy.
Yeah. Shall we start with the Debussy?
Would you like to start with Debussy?
Yes.
Yes. Bravo, thank you so much. Very beautiful, and I love your flow when you perform, both of you. You have such a connection, and this music just flows, and it's very engaging, and that's really very. I appreciate it very, very much. I have a question. When you think about Debussy, what is the first thing? What kind of characteristics are that come to your mind?
I'm very visual, so when I think of Debussy, I often think of these watercolor paintings. So there's a lot of light shining through. There's this incredible transparency and layerings of color. It's this very almost these shifting colors that go from bright and sparkly to these slightly more shaded tones. And what I especially really enjoy in his music is you have the words of Ariel, who is very sad that Miranda has left him together with her father, who he probably doesn't mind so much that he left him. But I love that Debussy shows that even though he's very alone, the music of the island that's sort of surrounding him and is filling the rest of his soul and is singing along with him. I really like that.
Yeah, great. Thank you. And you, what do you think?
You took the watercolor painting out of my mouth. I was like, oh, that's my thing. No, I think of the similar thing. And for me, I love his way of setting setting text to music, and the way the piano part is. It works on its own. For any of the Debussy songs I've worked on, the piano part for me it's a work in itself, and rather than like a accompaniment that's written to the vocal part, and I can hear the text in the piano part, and I think that's why I love working on it so much.
Exactly. But when you approach, like let's say from the very beginning, what would be the difference? For example, in the approach, if you play Schumann or if you play Debussy, would there be any kind of a difference when you just start a new piece? When you look in the score, generally, how would you handle it? What would be the most clear idea for you?
For me, this song particularly, I began with like the harmonic progressions, because it's very mirror imagey. And for me, that's a big baseline of what to work on. And this song particularly, it feels like it started before the song started. Just the fact that there's not really much of an introduction. It's sort of already flowing. It's as if this has already been running for hours and hours and on end, and then the voice part sort of soars through over the top of it. So I feel like I'm the nature, I'm the setting, and then Ariel is singing.
Okay, great. What I'm trying to say, and I was actually waiting, of course, watercolors, colors, and I loved what you say about, dynamic differences. That's so important in Debussy music, but the clarity is so important. And he's actually very precise. Also, when you look at his piano music, and he writes everything, actually, when he wants to change the dynamics. He's precise, and of course sometimes we have this overall impression that French music should be like we see watercolor blurred, but actually they really know what they want, and it's always in a way strict, I even want to say somehow, but you know, with elegance naturally, yes. And so I would love both of you to try again and look at what it says exactly when it's piano, when it's suddenly, is it a forte without a crescendo, or is it a forte with crescendo? If there is a mezzo forte that's going, for example, he has it very often, Debussy, that he has this crescendi, and then suddenly he has this, you know, this gap, he goes back to pianissimo, for example. And he has it here as well, I mean. And generally he's more, I wouldn't say, of course, I mean, in lead, in opera, he's, of course, there's a lot of expression, but he's overall, he's very abstract. Like it's more love than I love you. It's more beauty than how beautiful you are. You know what I mean? So could you just start from the beginning and think about the delicacy and think about the color, different colors, and think about where you are going, and not generally flowing, which I really love, and don't lose that, but think how you want to build it so that it's also interesting, so that every note and every little phrase leads us somewhere, and we keep on listening to you like, you know, even with pianissimo, you can take so much attention and so much, you can keep so much energy, you know, and you can keep public really with you. So don't be afraid of that, yes? Can we start once more? Thank you. Great. It's already much better. You know, the beginning, it's piano, but also if you look in the piano part, he writes these ligas, right? Liga, liga, and then he writes these staccatos, right?
Yeah.
And be aware that, you know, there is a way we balance, of course, the chords, and you can maybe give a little, because of the register where you start, maybe a little bit of the top voice, so that, you know, there is immediately this color that you create together.
Okay.
Yeah, and this, you know, I know maybe the left hand is a legato, and then it's a different articulation in the right hand. So just be aware that, maybe be aware of the pedal, how you change it. And I love the, you know, the piano. It can be even more like it's just a beginning, you know? It's just a beginning. So don't give everything away, yeah? And also this forte, actually, of course, you build up the phrase, but it comes without a crescendo. Yeah, so don't give everything away in the first part. Yes, yeah, you see, I love the beginning. But then when you have this forte, you know, this A, when you have the top one, breathe before it so that we really land on it, right? And then, or breathe, or I mean, it's up to you. I don't want to interfere too much into the vocal part of it. And then when there is a subito pianissimo, maybe take a little bit of time, because it's such a gap. And if I may just try something, you know, balance-wise. When you start, you see there is
Ping out the top.
pink, so it shines.
Okay.
And then, yeah?
Okay.
And keep the legato. And then it, so that there is a difference. Yeah?
Cool.
So that we really understand what he means, yeah? And then especially, this this G, because then she starts on the yes. Now once again more delicate. No, like you want to, like you have this little needle and you want to put this thread inside. Yeah. No, without pedal. Try the staccato. Yes, once more. Sorry. Once more, and keep pop, pop, like drops of water. Yes, when you play the chord, if I may, sometimes, we can have this if we want the top, if we want the middle, if we want the, right? Yeah, so, because the melodica, right? So, yes. Nah, that was too much, but you are getting there. Pop, pop. And don't be afraid of staccato. I know most of the pianists play it with one pedal, but he wrote actually what. So don't be afraid of this. Okay, try once more now together, and don't rush. It's andante, yeah. Wait. Yes, that's it. I love it. And can we do it once again? This first phrase, which is a shorter one, and then a longer one. Don't rush in between. No one is running after you. They left. You're just there. There's nowhere to go. Once more, and really, really, like this little detailed jewelry that you really want to take care of. One phrase, longer phrase. And then when you land on this fourth, it's like, be free there. Once more. Second. Yes. And listen. Shh. I love the pianissimo. Beautiful. Can you help her maybe a little bit? Can I just try something here? So when you have this forte, right? Let's say so. Right? And then could you sing your part?
Sorry, I'm a bit. Can I quickly?
Yes, of course.
Yes, that's the yes.
Yes. Yeah, and then it doesn't matter. But what's important is afterwards that one.
Okay.
The bass, which is a warm, like you want to hug, give it a hug.
Yeah.
Yes? If you could just before that, it's a bad place to start, just before.
No, it's fine. I got you.
I'm so lost.
It's fine.
Let's go. De ton délicat ariel.
I will neg you the last time because you are really getting there. Very beautiful. Just be also careful with the intonation on the forte, because it's a little bit low. It's almost like G, yeah? So go a little higher so that there's a difference, yeah? So that could we do the same place? And now take time. Take time. Yes, give us a smile, you know, this love that when it goes to this E flat major, you know, it's like a warm bath suddenly, yeah? So this transition, beautiful. Can we do the last time the pianissimo?
So we just start.
And bass now. Yes. Yes, very good. So we are still basically in pianissimo. He doesn't really change everything. Yes, of course, the phrase you can build, and when you come down, really make a phrase. Yeah, so when you come down, and help her. So you know you have a contradictionary. In a way, sometimes you go up and you come down. So don't be afraid to sometimes also help her with the waves, yeah? The waves dynamically as well. You don't have to go over the top naturally. And keep in mind that we are still in pianissimo, yeah?
Yes.
So that's important. Can we start from a tempo, please? And then more. Okay, good, very good. You see, you have a duet. Actually, don't be afraid to show your pinky a little bit more. When this is really a duo. There, yeah. So don't be afraid to. When you go up, you have this wave, and you right, and then down. Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
There we go.
Okay, once more, and the upbeat as well. Also lead her into it, yeah? Once more, and then the phrasing wise, you as well. Right? And again. Okay. Yes. So the calc is little bells. So the bells are in the piano, right?
Yes.
So can you make them ring? Can you make them? I notice you have quite a lot of left pedal, right? Or you are changing it sometimes. Sometimes we don't need it. We need the ringing sound. For example, this transition. It should be really like a shift. You know, with Debussy, music, it's very often, it's like watching the movie, because he changes per cadre, yes? Sometimes we have the view of I don't know, of an ocean. Sometimes we have the view immediately, you know, of the bells or whatever. So don't be afraid that you suddenly get a different sound out of the piano, yeah? You both have beautiful instruments. You have your voice and you have this beautiful fazioli here. So try to use all the colors you have, yes? Okay, once more, and then also these waves that it's the same place, so the a tempo, the waves that we have, and then the 16th actually they stand, yeah,
Yep.
so that we also hear the difference in between the waves and something that is standing, something that is rolling, right? Also in the piano part, yes. Once more, please. Yes. No, even more. Can it be even more shiny? Can it be even more? And
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's it. Can we do the transition?
Yeah,
Is it possible?
bar before, so.
Okay, you know, generally it sounds beautiful, but I don't hear this chromatic distances. I
Right.
hear bigger distances, like you are singing, you know, the terz or the quart. You know, they are so close to each other. He really wants it like, you know, detailed. Enjoy this chromatic, the both of you, yes? Really try to play out, not loud, I don't mean that it has to be, it's just all these little transitions that you really hear them, yes? It's a difficult place, but here also, I mean, he doesn't write yet a big crescendo, he doesn't write, of course you build it up. I'm not talking about phrasing, you have to phrase it naturally, but just be aware that it's not yet the place to give everything up, you know, show everything. Can we start from the bells?
Yep.
Don't run. Great. And again, we have the D flat major, yes? So the bass, help her with the bass, yes? I know this piano has maybe not such a deep or long bass, but try with your arm, try to really go into it. And yeah. Okay, it's already much better, yes? And it says un peu plus long, right? So it's a little bit backwards, the tempo. So don't be afraid, but just enjoy this time, yeah? But also, in a way, very simple. Don't make anything complicated out of it. Yeah, can we start there directly? You see, it's so important to really feel the distances, you know, to intonate the distances everywhere. And also timing what so that you really feel this intonates the distances between. And I love the sound now, they're very warm and you have so many possibilities, incredible. We don't have much time, but I just want to continue a little bit, and then because we also want to do the second piece, right? So from
En plus long. Okay.
But keep on going. Now. Be careful. Okay, this plays what I mean directly. So we suddenly open up on forte, and he writes subito pianissimo. And probably it's one of the places where I said it's really a change of a character. And there is nothing wrong if you wait tiny bit before the pianissimo, because all these overtones have to sound first and then disappear. So we really need time for that. Still, I mean, I love the tempo now, but don't get stuck. Yeah. So it's about water. It has to flow still. Yeah. So having this, the difficult thing is to play simply. That's the most difficult. So that it sounds very easy and it sounds very natural. And it only comes after you've done so many things and you worked on this and you worked on that. And then you can actually just sing and play like you're talking. Yeah? So this is this part as well. So we know the sound, we know the movement. Now just let it go and enjoy. Yes? Once more?
Okay. Should we just go from le, du, la?
No, they all plays like
all the way back.
All the way back. Plus long. And next one. And go back. Yes, and now. And now forte, right? And now. Yes. Do you notice the difference? Then I get the goosebumps. Otherwise, I don't get the goosebumps. And you can give me goosebumps, so don't take this, opportunity. So it's really just both of you generally look back at this piece and really look into the score, what is written, yes? Of course, phrasing-wise, you know how to phrase, you know when there is a small phrase, when there is a bigger phrase, you know what to do there. But look at the details, at the dynamics. If there is I don't think, like I said, in Debussy, it's very typical that from one scene he immediately goes to another scene. So don't be afraid. And don't be afraid of less pedal and articulation and more sound. You're a duo. You are not accompanying her here, right? So when you have this, no, it's really, you can lead even sometimes, the top voice. And it can, it can go from here, it can go to this magical level, which you already sing very beautifully. So you just look into the details. I think it would be great then, yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Great. Would you like to sing maybe because another piece? Because
very much so.
Yes. Okay. So
very
that's why
so.
I'm stopping now, and then we can go to the another piece.
A starting speed of 60 miles per hour. I want a lover to sweep me off my feet and slide me into the gutter without the niceties of small talk, roses or champagne. I make business. I want whiskey. I want to be swallowed whole. I want tiles to spring off of walls when we enter hotel rooms or afternoon apartments. I won't pussyfoot around responsibility. Shoulds and oughts are out for good. And I don't want to be a fat domestic cat. I want to be frantic, yelling gross to sound like the lion house at feeding time. I don't give a damn who hears. I don't give a damn. No, this creative trumpet's corpse can stop a scene of frenzy. Let the wires and let the great cats come.
Wonderful, such an amazing piece, and
Yeah.
so fierce, and you're really fierce in there, yeah? And very, very well done. Just here as well, look at more, it's mostly one kind of fierce that you show, You can, look at your eyes when you sing, and it's amazing, this energy that comes out of it, yeah? So it can even, in the beginning, pull it back even, so that later on you can completely open up, yes? So that it comes from here, really from here, yeah? Don't open up immediately, yeah? Can we try once more? And then mysteriously, yeah, the beginning. Here you can use a lot of pedal, I would say. Can we do a bit more crescendo so that it's really and it's just the triplets and the 16ths come later, right? Okay, but good. Just this D, it has an accent and it has a fermata as well, yeah? A really deep one, yeah? And then listen to the D, and then from that D, the B is coming, it's slurred, of course. So it's ya, and then the crescendo, right? Yes, clear the pedal. Clear the pedal. No, the right pedal. Yes. When you get the F, please clean the pedal. You understand what I mean? So here.
Get to the F.
The here.
That's
the
E.
E, sorry. When you get here,
Okay.
you just have to
Sure.
really change the pedal.
Okay.
Otherwise, we hear all these
Okay.
overtones. Yes, once where the fear keeps this fierce, you know, this beginning. Don't just run into the next one, as if we don't know when you are going to continue.
All right.
Yeah, so. Yes. Yes, to sweep you off your feet. Do you just say to sweep me off my feet? No. Can you imagine what kind of person it is to sweep you off your feet?
Yes.
Yes, okay. But the beginning was amazing now, and bravo for the opening as well. Great.
We start with speeds of 60 miles per hour. I want a lover to sweep me off my feet.
Yes.
And slide me.
Yes, very good. Just keep in mind, very good. Just keep in mind, it's still mezzo forte.
Right.
Yes? Don't open up completely. You can do exactly the same energy, exactly the same phrasing, the same, but just a bit step lower.
All right.
Otherwise, we are not swept away anymore, you know, with your energy and with your. You need to build it up a little bit more. And if we can have this, it says very dry, right? Even more, it's like, you know, like play out them even more. Where is it?
Bass clef.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Really all the notes.
Feels as a bouquet spring. We start at speeds of 60 miles per hour.
Now.
I want a lover to sweep me off my feet and slide me.
It's even piano in the piano part. It's even piano, it says, right? So don't try. And it can be even more. Can you use less pedal on those? You can start directly from there.
So,
Same? Yes.
same, okay.
Feels as a bouquet spring. We start
Yes.
at speeds of 60 miles
Now again.
per hour.
All the notes.
A lover to sweep me off my feet.
Staccato. Piano.
And slide me
Piano.
into the gutter without the niceties of small talk, roses or champagne.
Yes. So basically, crescendo starts later, right? And then molto crescendo. So don't be afraid. But piano doesn't mean that you have to sit in the armchair. Yeah, right? So the same kind of energy, the same kind of passion, but in piano, yeah? Because the piano part has it. Can we start there, where you have piano?
So sweep me off my feet and slide me
Slow.
into the gutter.
Yes, keep the impulse.
Without the niceties of small talk,
And now grow.
roses or champagne.
The difference. Now look, we were all in minor, and now suddenly we have this, this she, open up the sound a little bit, right? Great. So, this crescendo and the forte makes sense, and it really surprises us if you keep it a little bit less before. Yes, but don't relax. I mean, the energy should be there. Can we? And when she has this long E, right? On the forte, you can take time on the bass, so that let her sing a little bit. Yes.
Okay.
Can we do a little bit from the crescendo somewhere without the?
Or champagne.
Yeah, but I want to. Yeah. But when you come here, yes, can I just try something? So when you arrive, well, this. I mean, and give this ear really. She's really opening up there, so don't be afraid. I don't really hear the beginning. Really give a little bit more sound, and then a tempo basically. Okay. You can start from here, and here especially, it's you can be even more free. So don't be afraid, and don't push too much. Otherwise, your fingers don't give the clarity anymore. Yes, here, just give the arm.
Yeah.
From the back, right? Can we start there? Yeah, this. Is it possible to do the legato so that you really have this C? Yes. Yes.
I'm in business. I want whiskey. I want to be swallowed whole.
And now.
I want tiles to spring off of walls. When we enter hotel rooms or afternoon appointments.
Okay, great. It was already much better. Just can we do this transition one more time? It even says with fantasy and excitement. Yeah, so give it a little bit more color, a little bit more fantasy. Okay, give it a fantasy. That's a vague thing to say. But just really maybe take time here and then and enjoy the rhythmical part of it, yes? Which is really syncopations, right? Can we do the staccato before? Yeah, as this, sorry, may I try this? So, this part. Yes. The harmonies, don't run off from the.
Okay.
Yeah?
I want tiles
Okay,
to
don't.
spring off of walls. When we enter hotel rooms or afternoon appointments.
Okay, what we can do there, it's it is A, and then it goes into the flats. So change the color there. Both of you can change, right? Especially in the piano part, we can really change the colors there. And go back again to a little bit lighter color. So there is some difference. There is some shades of different colors and different atmospheres. Once more from the staccato, and don't rush into the C flat, C sharp. Once more. Yes.
I want tiles to spring off of walls. When we enter hotel rooms or afternoon appointments. I won't pussyfoot around responsibility. Shoulds and odds are out for good.
Okay, good. Here as well. sounds, I mean, if I wouldn't have the score, I would say fantastic. But still, when I have the score and I see the details, so we have this piano, and when you have good, and then there is a crescendo. So first time it's mezzo piano, and then the crescendo, second time mezzo forte, crescendo forte, right? And careful with the intonation of the G sharp. It almost sounds like an A. Yes, so just really, especially, you know, when there's the sharps, when there's this little, you know, chromatic changes, there you really have to have a very clear ear, yes? What you're doing. Can we do that now and try these differences so that not everything sounds against, you know, in mezzo forte, I would say, yes? Can we do again from the staccato?
Okay.
But the second time.
The second time, I
Yes.
won't. Okay.
I won't pussyfoot around responsibility. Shoulds and oughts are out for
Piano.
good.
Now mezzo forte. Now mezzo forte. Now crescendo.
And I don't want to
Yes,
be.
and you can have, it's a comma, it's a big comma, lunga, yeah, so take more time there.
Yes.
Yes, was much better. So first, you know, the mezzo forte, mezzo piano, mezzo forte, there you can even have more difference there, yes? Can we try last time?
Yep, same place.
Yes, same place. And the piano, where you have piano, make sure you drop a lot so that you make her drop.
Okay.
Yes? Wait.
I won't pussyfoot around responsibility. Shoulds and oughts are out for
Yes. Now a bit more. Now a bit more. Wait.
And I don't want to be.
Yes, you know, the silence has incredible energy. Yeah? You can keep the whole audience hanging and waiting for you, like, you know, you should keep that. But don't overdo it. If it's too long, then you lose them.
Yes.
Yeah? So you just have to be just right, but risk it, because it's really important. Those moments grab us. That's really important. Somewhere there? Again?
Yep.
Last time, and then we stop.
Out for good. And I don't want to be.
Yes, great. And it's already, I love it, the silence now, but just keep in mind the next phrase comes piano, so change the
Yes.
color, yes? Bravo, both of you. We have to stop, I'm afraid, but just think about dynamic differences. Go back and look in the score better. And don't just see the piano or forte or moto, but really think, what does it mean? Yeah, of course you have the text, you have the luxury of having a text. When I just played my piano part, I don't have the text, so I really have to dig into all the details. But coming out of the text, coming out of the dynamic changes, coming out of the shifts, of the articulation of the piano, yes? If he really, if he made an effort and wrote staccato, pause, that means that he really wanted to be heard, let's say, yes? So don't overdo it with the pedal and let us see, and don't be scared of those things because someone else is not doing it in a recording, let's say, yeah?
Oh, no, I don't listen to recordings, and I'm not afraid.
No, but I mean, generally, sometimes, you know, we have this, there are traditions, there are recordings, and we think, maybe that's a good thing to do. But, you know, our source is a score, yes?
No, but genuinely, I don't listen to recordings to study.
Well, well, we can
I
listen
do
to the
read the
recordings.
music.
Sometimes they're also, you can learn
Yeah.
from them as well. But I mean, just come out of the score and don't be afraid to really dig into the details. Yes, that's really, and especially this kind of, especially Debussy, we worked about this. So it's so refined and it's so detailed, and on top of it, of course, the colors and the changes, and then it helps you to to really build the structure and to keep us on our, the edge of our seats. But bravo, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone and welcome to the terrace of the penthouse of the Hotel Central looking over the market square here in s-Hertogenbosch. I am lucky enough to be able to sit with pianist and jury member this year, Nino Gvetadze, who travels the world performing the most prestigious of halls but says that Amsterdam charmed her at first sight. She is the co-founder and artistic director of the Naarden International Piano Festival and artistic director of the Delft Chamber Music Festival. We're thrilled that she will be lending us her expertise on the jury this year. Nino, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. It's so wonderful to be here in this beautiful and historic town and to listen to all the talents. It's always such a pleasure.
Absolutely. Have you been in s-Hertogenbosch before?
I've played here many times, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. And how are you enjoying your stay as a jury member so
Yes,
far?
it's always so nice to meet new people and wonderful colleagues in the jury panel as well. So far so good.
So far, so good. The audience have just seen you work with the first Masterclass duo. You work almost, maybe not almost every day, but often with young musicians. Do you have a philosophy when you teach that you tend to bring more often to young musicians?
Well, I do work with young musicians often because I teach in Rotterdam as well. So, what is a philosophy? It's so personal because they are so different, and I think the most important thing is to find their personality and discover what they have to say and what they find important and what is their voice, how does it sound, and of course give them some guidance and not to fall over the the barriers here and there, but most important is the storytelling and their own idea about the pieces, about music.
Is that difficult to do in such a short time frame of a masterclass? They're usually 30 minutes, maybe 40?
Of course, masterclass is very different than a usual lesson, because with lessons you build up and you get used to the person and you really find out what are the secrets, hidden secrets here and there that maybe are not yet developed. And masterclass is just so short, and you just try not to give bad advice as well, because you never know. With one word you can completely destroy, for example, like the structure of this person and the idea about yes, exactly. So this is more of a guidance and more exchanging the ideas, more advice than real lesson, I would say. So in this short time.
Do you still remember your time at different competitions? You have quite an impressive resume of competitions, the Franz Liszt, the Borletti Buitoni. What was your experience there? Did you have a feeling that you would win? Did you have no idea? What was your experience?
I admire, when I see now young people performing during the competitions, I really admire their courage, actually, because I really wouldn't imagine nowadays to be in their place. But of course, when we are young, we have so much energy and will to show ourselves and to be able to really develop as musicians. I remember that it took a lot of, like I said, courage, preparation, a lot of work and inspiration. But the most important is, while you play on the competition, to forget that it's a competition, which is very difficult to do naturally. But somehow we also, as jury members, those moments when we forget that we are in the jury and we just enjoy the performance, those are the most precious moments,
I think it helps very much that there's such an enthusiastic audience as well here in s-Hertogenbosch. You can have competitions where you're singing for an empty hall except for the 4 twinkling eyes in the back.
Exactly.
So that's very nice that we have that opportunity here in s-Hertogenbosch. Lied, here at the 56th International Vocal Competition, Lied Duo, is such an intimate art form, and it's one that requires such commitment, I would say, not only from the performers but from the audience. How do you see this art form going forward in the future, in an ever-changing global landscape, much more fast things here and there, digitalization? Do you have any ideas about that?
I think lead is has exactly a very good shape for today's reality, because the songs are short, of course. So everything is, I mean, nobody listens hardly ever on social media to long performances. It's about short fragments. So lead is a song, basically. It's a song with an accompaniment, or sometimes even like like almost chamber music making, right? And lead has always been there through, I mean, since someone decided to sing, right? And someone decided to play, yes, with a singer. And I think it will always be there, even if it's pop, or if it's jazz, or if it's rock. I mean, the basics of voice and the instrument next to it, it's a basic of lead. And I think it's so wonderful that we can also discover contemporary works in this competition, and also listen to the contemporary work, so that we see exactly where the lead is going, which way it's taking. So I think the future of lead is, I think, very, very bright, because it's always been.
Right, exactly. The past tells the future in a way, in that sense. Yeah, exactly. I talked to Hans Eisachers yesterday, and he was saying how there's this magic, right? We always talk about the magic in the theater. You talk about magical moments while recording. You have 7 albums, internationally acclaimed albums. This connection with the audience, the young singers. What would you say is your favorite part of your musical career? You have so many amazing things that you do.
Oh, that's...
Is it impossible to say?
It's really impossible to say, really hard, because with every project for me, when I work on something, that's the most important one. And I really dedicate myself completely to that work or to that project. And it's very hard for me just to pick one, because, I enjoy playing the recitals, I enjoy making CDs. That's more personal maybe, and more kind of demanding. And of course I enjoy the energy from the public. I enjoy playing with different people, with orchestra. So it's, for me, every project has its qualities and its magic, and I wouldn't be able. It's like for mother picking one child, which one is your favorite? It's very difficult to say. Yeah.
Well, all right. Thank you so much, Nino. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. Have lots of fun on the boat trip in this wind. I don't know how that's going to be.
Let's see.
I wish you the best of luck this week on the jury, and I hope you get to enjoy Den Bosch a bit as well. There's lots to do here.
Exactly.
Stay tuned for the masterclass of Sophie Koch coming up next, and don't miss the final events of this year's 56th International Vocal Competition Lead Duo. Tonight, baritone Bo Scofis and pianist Stefan Vladar will be presenting the cycle of all cycles, Schubert's Winterreise. And immediately following here online, we'll have an interview with pianist Stefan Vladar himself. Tomorrow, October 15th at 4 o'clock, is the finals of this year's competition. So set that event reminder right now so you definitely don't miss it, and we will see you tomorrow.